The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. Neurosis is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. The word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. What you resist persists. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. In each of us there is another whom we do not know. The best political, social, and spiritual work we can do is to withdraw the projection of our shadow onto others. The greatest sin is to be unconscious. As a child, I felt myself to be alone, and I am still, because I know things and must hint at things which others apparently know nothing of, and for the most part do not want to know. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol or morphine or idealism. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. In all chaos there is a cosmos, in all disorder a secret order. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth, and if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge, if he knows what it is not. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light of meaning in the darkness of mere being. Whatever is rejected from the self appears in the world as an event. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. How can I be substantial if I do not cast a shadow? I must have a dark side also, if I am to be whole. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. The best political, social, and spiritual work we can do is to withdraw the projection of our shadow onto others. What you resist persists. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. Nothing has a stronger influence psychologically on their environment, and especially on their children, than the unlived life of the parent. The reason for evil in the world is that people are not able to tell their stories. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. Nights through dreams tell the myths forgotten by the day. Every human life contains a potential. If that potential is not fulfilled, then that life was wasted. Sensation tell us a thing is. Thinking tell us what it is this thing is. Feeling tells us what this thing is to us. I must also have a dark side if I am to be whole. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Anyone who attempts to do both, to adjust to his group and at the same time pursue his individual goal, becomes neurotic.